Well, for all you wonderful people going to catch this on the replay, thank you for being here early this morning. At least it's early for me. I'm in the office doing some work. Oh, my goodness. It's a cold mid 50s degrees here. And it's rainy this morning. We do need some rain, so that's a really good thing. But let me just say thank you all, if you're watching this on the replay, for coming in and joining us. We appreciate that. Now, if you're not subscribed to our channel yet, if you guys would go and watch a video, hit the old like button, maybe leave a comment about how wonderful, handsome I am, and then subscribe to the channel. It's the best way to help us grow our numbers. That's kind of the correct way of subscribing to a YouTube channel, any YouTube channel. So, and remember, of course, if you like what we do, you can financially support us through our PayPal account there on the YouTube channel. So, or super chats or whatever you want to do. But most importantly, we thank you for being here on this wonderful Tuesday morning in America. I'm going to be doing some work while we chat today because I got to get some things done on the whole internet here. But don't worry, we'll give it some time before I get too fired up and excited about anything and let people get in here. All right. Let's see. We already got a thumbs up in the house. Thank you for that. We appreciate you very, very much. Why don't you drop us a little chat, let us know who's here. Make sure the mic's on and everything looks good. Got a couple good thumbs ups going. All right. Good morning. Remember to subscribe and share and all that good stuff. We appreciate y'all. I'm going to pull up the big chat so I can see it a little bit better. Because I'm old and I need to wear glasses. I need to get a new prescription. I'm going to try to work on that over the next week or two. I was going to do it this week. I was going to try to call and make an appointment. Maybe I'll make an appointment this week. But probably won't get it done this week. So maybe I'll just make an appointment to go. I know. I've been trying to get things done. I'm trying to get more motivated. Spring is coming. You know, lots going on that we got going on in our channel and just generalities for us. So a lot we're trying to do. But we hope everybody's doing well. Let us know if you are, if you're not, what's going on, what's on your mind. Do you like the Philippines? Do you like women? You know, do you like to grow your YouTube channel? What is your goal? You know, do you just like...
We're told by our physician.
Do you like hanging out, just looking at a good-looking, handsome American guy? You know, it's okay if you do. I'm here. I am here for you. But while we chat, I hope you don't mind, I need to get a video ready to premiere tonight about the lies my doctor told me by Dr. Ken Berry, my video series on that. Let's see, let me go over here. We had a big thunderstorm roll through earlier, which was, no, I don't do that. I don't do this, which woke me up. I stayed up really, really, really late. Really late for an old guy, you know, like 3 or 4 in the morning. We were watching old episodes of House, the show about that doctor guy. And I figured I'd sleep in a little bit further, but I didn't. So how is everybody this morning? Got 9 people watching. I know if you're interested in seeing all the sexy naked women, they'll be on a little bit later, so stick around or come back for that. You know, because I know that's what most of you guys are hoping this morning, that you'll wake up and find or staying up late in the Philippines and you're hoping to run across a channel of a hot, sexy, beautiful, Philip, whatever, a hot and sexy woman, and you wind up getting me instead. So, kind of the way it is. But yeah, we got, man, a lot going on. We're going to try to book our Airbnb later this week for our Alabama trip. Why in the hell is that so much? Man, that's a lot. Anybody like staying in Airbnbs, or do you prefer hotels? We prefer, to be honest, luxury hotels, but, you know, we have dogs and we take our dogs traveling with us. So we don't like to stay in hotels with our dogs because, you know, our dogs are spoiled without question. And we like them. We're lazy. Okay, maybe that's the truth. Maybe our dogs are spoiled. HDN, man, how are you? Maybe the dogs aren't spoiled. Maybe we are, because I don't like walking them to go to the bathroom. I like throwing them out in the yard and say, go piss and come back when you're done. You know, I'm not one of these people that like to take dogs for long walks just so they can go to the damn bathroom. So HDN says he's doing good. Outstanding. You know, we're doing pretty good too, I think. We're getting excited about some things. Right now it's cold and rainy here, you know, so what have you been up to? How are things going in the woman world? We're going to talk somewhat about women today. What's this one called? Let's see, George Book Reviews. Okay. I'm trying to get a video that's going to go out tonight. My premiere, I'm trying to get the premiere set up real quick. I forgot to do it last night. So, doing all of that good stuff. That's not the one. Good so far? Nice, nice. Are you getting excited? Timmy's in the house. Timmy, how are you? We haven't heard from you in a few months. How you been? It's good to see you. Thank you for your support. Thumbs up. Appreciate that. Timmy's actually a woman, so thank you for being here. Oh my goodness. My premiere. I gotta set it up as a premiere, right? Yes. Schedule a set as premiere. Today is March the 5th, by the way. Timmy is saying hello to you. No, today's March the 4th. Crap, don't get me ahead of games. So, Timmy is saying hello, Henry. Henry has met a new friend in the Philippines, Timmy, if you didn't know that already. They're chit-chatting a lot. He says things are going pretty well. Says she's the hot, sexy Filipina in the whole entire world. March the 4th is today. Premiere is going to be that. Let's set this up. I'm good, back. Just busy with my work and some activities around the house. Yeah. Well, I wish I was busy. I gotta admit, you know, sometimes I wish I was busy. But to be honest, I'm not. I'm gonna try to stay busy this year. And, oh, wow, that's good to hear. Yeah, Henry says thank you. Well, hey, you know, I have a hot, beautiful, sexy Filipino myself, so you guys go getting too crazy there. So good. But Timmy, yeah, I know what you mean. we have several friends, quite a few friends that are OFWs, and I will say I admire that they're OFWs because I think it's probably one of the hardest things to do in the world. And but man, rain's coming down. How's the weather where you're at, Henry? So so how are things been going in everybody's world as far as it comes to relationships? As everybody's relationships, we're going to talk a little bit about relationships a little bit. Everybody doing good? We're excited. This spring we got things to do. Oh, I got to tell you guys. All right, and Timmy, Lorelai's birthday. Everybody's out there. Lorelai's birthday is in the next 2 weeks. Can't tell you how old she is or exactly when her birthday is. We're going to go celebrate this weekend and have dinner with some friends who also have birthdays right around the same time. But her birthday is coming up in the next 2 weeks. So as a birthday gift for Lorelai, you guys, if you haven't done it, if you could share out her Facebook blog, which is Lorelai's apostrophe S, Lorelai's blog B on Facebook, and help her grow that, I would appreciate that. So maybe even just go there and they're called reels, right? And just say happy birthday to her. Watch one of her reels and say happy birthday because she doesn't think anybody knows. But I'm going to tell everybody. So, Timmy, I used to think that when I got home here in the Philippines, I would have more time online, but I was wrong. I'm busier here, but I'm enjoying it well. Vance, happy birthday. Yeah, I've heard, okay, here's what I've been told a lot. A lot of OFWs and also women from America who's married, when they go back, they get disappointed. So the first few weeks, everything's great. It's exciting, getting to see everybody. And then the real life of the Philippines starts to sink back in. And, the reality, and they start going, yeah. I remember all the drama. I remember the hassle. I remember, maybe family member, if I've been gone a long time, a couple of years, then I kind of feel awkward re-assimilating back into the family life. I got to kind of refine my groove and my place. People are expecting more of me. Especially, and if you come over from America, they of course think you're filthy rich, and they expect you to pay for everything and drag it out, and and a lot of them come back to America just shaking their heads, feeling disappointed, feeling used, feeling abused, going, man, I love my family and I wish, but I don't want to be treated like a cash machine or a problem solver. I wanted to come to the Philippines. I wanted to come home to the Philippines to relax, to enjoy my culture, to enjoy my family, to see everybody, all of those great things, which are very noble and good. And I get disappointed because of the way things actually, the reality of things are. So, I hear that a lot. It's something we see a lot and we hear a lot, which is kind of sad. But I also think it's understandable, normal. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I don't know if American men feel that way. I got a feeling they kind of do. I've talked to a bunch of expats over the years who have come back to America, whether it's for a visit I know when they come back from a visit, they kind of expect a crowd to cheer them, going, "Oh my God, you're back in America! Yay! Thank you, expat. Thank you, brother, sister, daughter, whatever, brother, uncle, father. Thank you. Oh my God, you're so great for coming back and being in America. By the way, can I have some money?" So it kind of goes both ways. I've seen this a lot. I've seen a lot of expats get very quickly disillusioned with coming back. It's kind of a big disappointment. And maybe that's normal, right? Maybe it's no matter if you go to travel to visit family, maybe you're disappointed. You know I am. That's why I don't go visit family. So when you go visit them, like they say, maybe you know, visitor. What do they say? Visitors and fish starts to stink after 3 days. So maybe it's the same concept. I don't know, but I don't know about that. But I do think that. I think we get something in our head. We tell ourselves, "Oh yeah, when I get back home from my OFW, my time as an OFW, it's going to be like this, and it's going to be like that, and everybody's going to be like this," and it doesn't happen. Just be straight in the very first place. People should not think you're rich. I told my family, do not expect anything grand to my BF. Good, good. Yeah, he's a good guy. He is not rich. He come to the Philippines to relax. That's right. He's coming to the Philippines to relax and to what? Spend time. There we go. All right, sorry about that. It looks like my groomer was trying to call, and when they call, they interrupt the video stream, but I can call her back in a little bit. So, but Timmy, you're right, and I think it's the obligation of the Filipina to lower those expectations, right? To let family and friends know, like he's not coming here as a cash cow. He's not coming here to celebrate you. He's coming here maybe to get to know you all, but he's coming here for me. He's coming here to relax. He's coming here to enjoy the Philippines with me. You know, it's something I think a lot of them don't tell, and I think they should tell that. I'm sorry, but my boyfriend is coming here to the Philippines to see me and to spend time with me. He's a normal person who works hard, gets what he needs, and have money if it's because he worked for it. Nobody gives that to him freely, like us who work for making a living. I agree with you totally. And look, I've been there, done that, and one of the things that Timmy, and I know you know this, one of the big things that goes on, a complication between Americans and the Philippines, is just that we in America truly believe that we work for our money, so our money is ours. It's not anybody else's unless we choose to give it, but nobody has a right to it. That's how we see money in America, because making a living in America is very difficult. We pay, I know everybody wants to come here because they think the streets are paved with gold, but making a living in America is not easy. It can be done, and you can do very well for yourself. So the opportunity to succeed is fantastic. You just got to work hard at it. But making money in America is hard. Keeping it harder. Yep, you're right. Something I'm trying to explain right now. When I go there, I just want to get to know everyone, and that's it. Yeah, the problem with that, and I agree with you. And I think you guys gotta send that message early and often. Is one thing I've learned from my own experiences and other expats or future husbands or whatever the hell you want to call us. So, is I think we have to to lay kind of the ground rules down, but we got to get our women folk, our girlfriends, our wives, whatever. Even if we go back as a couple, Lorelai and I go back, we learned the hard way that we should have laid harder ground rules about what was and was not going to happen, what was and was not acceptable, what we're okay with, and that we're not there to entertain everybody for 30 days. So we're not there for that. What we came for, whatever our purpose is. It's like we got to go back next year, I think, and we're going to go for a month, and we're going to visit everybody. But we have some business to take care of in the Philippines. We have some real business to take care of. So part of the purpose is to do that, and we will do that. And then we're going to visit certain friends, and so we know we know now how better to lay the groundwork. Not them demand what you will give them. That's it. And then if they look, what I would do, and something that I've encouraged, is when you set the ground rules, you just say, this is the way it is. And if you want to get mad at me for it, get mad at me for it. If you want to think I'm bad, whether it's a overseas worker coming home, or me coming to the Philippines to look for a girl, or Henry, or anybody else, we have to set the groundwork and say, if you're going to get mad because I'm not giving you everything you want, then get mad and do it now and get over it. So that's something I think. And I believe this, I really do. Because I really believe, and to no fault of their own, Timmy or Henry or anybody who's watching and listening, it's to no fault of the people of Thailand or the Philippines or anywhere else to think, and I get that they think, oh my God, this guy is coming from America or Germany or Australia. And we know how rich of a country they have. And if he can fly to the Philippines or Thailand or wherever, then he must have money. And if he's coming over here to spend time with my niece, my sister, my whatever, my daughter, then man, he must really want to be with her. And he must really have money. So he should give me some, And I know they think this, and I'm not saying it's a wrong thought from their perspective, but their perspective is wrong because they don't have all the data they need to understand where a foreigner is coming from when they go to a foreign country to meet a girl or to spend time with a girl or spend time with a family. Even in OFW, they don't understand everything you've gone through, everything that you do, how hard you have to make that dollar just to help and support your families. Jen says, yep, that's true. I already know what to expect when I get there, and I have myself made clear about helping family. I agree. I think you have to lay those groundwork. And if people that you're going to go see don't like you because you're not opening, I don't even have a wallet. Here it is. If people you go see don't like you because you refuse to open your wallet to them, that's on them. It's on them. And if that woman settles with you because she thinks you can help her family to get rid of poverty, get rid of that woman instead. I agree. Now, Timmy, I will say this, and I've said this a lot over the years. I don't blame a woman from another country who wants to get married to a foreigner because it can change their life. I don't resent them or think this is bad for them to think, hey, if I could marry an Australian or foreigner, then my life would be so much better. I would have an opportunity to have a great life. I don't think there's anything wrong with people thinking like that. I really don't. I think that the thought is perfectly fine. I think if you're only doing it So without love. And so it's one thing to go, look, I'm just going to find the next foreigner, hook up to him, and try to convince him to marry me so that I can have a better life and blah, 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 blah. But if you're thinking the same thing, look, I would really like to have a better life. And one way to do it is to fall in love with a foreigner. And if he could take me to Australia or Germany and live, then I can have a better life. But I'm only going to do it if I love the guy. I think that's where the translation or the system breaks down a little bit. I don't blame them for doing either or, because I think men, me, myself, other people, Henry, men are the ones that have to say, now look, is this girl wanting me just because I can provide her a better life? And if that's so, am I okay with that? If I'm not okay with that, if love is important to me as an individual, and it is, that's why I married Lorelei, if that's what my mission is, I want a loving, supportive wife, okay? Then if that woman wants to come to America just because I can give her money and support her family, and I allow that to happen, then that's on me. Because now I know that the girl is just using me to get here and to get money. And if I'm okay with that, then that's on me, right? I think it's stupid, but it is on them. Then that's the wrong way of thinking and upbringing. We must think we can have a better life, yes. If we work for it, yes. And not rely on the other person just because he comes from a rich country. I absolutely agree. And I think, Timmy, as you guys all know, there are women like, I'm going to brag about my wife, who, of course, is the most beautiful Filipina ever to come out of the Philippines, who we married for love because I had many of opportunities to marry a Filipina over the many 20 years, 30 years, and I didn't take them because... So, but when I met Lorelei, one thing she talked about was, now look, when I come to America, I'm going to work. I want a job. I want to work and make money. I am not going to sit around at the house and eat bonbons. Henry probably knows that reference. So that's a big difference. And I think how to say, Timmy, if I'm a guy and all I want, and I know guys like this, and so I can talk from experience. If I'm a guy and I want to basically buy you from the Philippines or Thailand because you're beautiful, skinny, and sexy, and will have sex with me a whole lot, and I got the money to do it, and that's all you're about as a girl, well then you're a match made in heaven. For most of us, that's the wrong way to think about it. But if that's kind of the agreement they come to, hey, I have money, I'm going to give you, the girl, support you so you can come over and be hot, sexy, and have sex with me. Well, it's kind of like buying a prostitute, but, if they both agree to that, then okay. So I think we as individuals have to figure out, I don't know what you guys think about that. To me, it's kind of like a common goal and share. That's what I keep saying to Raccoon, yes. If I ever come to America, I want to work, and you'd be good. Here we go. Let's see if we can continue this process after another interrupting phone call on my live stream. I keep getting phone calls this morning that I don't want or need, and I don't understand it. But what am I going to do? All right. Sorry for that, everybody. Another phone call interrupted us. It drives me crazy. Nisha's in the house. Hello, hello, Nisha. How are you? Good to see you this morning. Thank you for being here. So, yeah, I was reading your comment there, Timmy. That's what I say. I want to work in America. Mouths to feed. Again, I'd sit down and do nothing. Life doesn't work that way. I agree. Life is boring if you do that. We need to have a purpose. I'm a firm believer that humans need a purpose. Everybody say hello to Nisha, if you would please. HTN says you should work to help yourself and your family, plus not add more stress on everybody. I agree. I think you need to be a benefit to your family unit. So you don't need to be a negative draw, you need to be a positive influence. So even if you work and let's say you make $2,000 a month and you're out there blowing $3,000 a month, you're a negative effect on the overall family. You're never going to get and stay out of debt, right? So that's something I agree with Henry. You need to be a positive financial influence. Nisha, no, Nisha, you weren't having network issues. I was. What happens when you do a live stream on an iPhone, I don't know about any other phone, but when somebody calls you, it breaks your live stream. Even if you don't answer it, it interrupts the live stream so that they can leave a message. But thank you for being here, everybody. Say hello to Nisha. We're doing good this morning. It's rainy, it's cold, it's dark, but it's a good morning. We're talking about love, responsibility, and all of that good stuff. Timmy, and I know you, I don't know you, but I get a vibe, and I trust my gut and my vibe a lot, Timmy, that you would make a very good wife and partner. I get that vibe from you. And I'm sure Raccoon does too. And I'm sure he's very appreciative of that. And I hope you do get to come to America. I hope you guys decide to come to America. I do, because I think you would enjoy it, learn from it. I know you're a smart person. I think it would be I think smart people are really good at traveling, at learning about other cultures and places. I think it intrigues our mind. So I think you'd do good here, is my point. So Nisha, good morning. But for now, I'm working from home and I love it. I'm going to do my passion and earn it, yes, while enjoying my countryside life. That means farming. Nothing wrong with that. If you can make a little bit of money, this is one thing I used to tell my students, right? It's better because every student I've ever met, I want to make the most money humanly possible. And I say, well, I understand that and I appreciate that because so do I. But I have learned over the years, it's better to have something you're passionate about, a job that you enjoy versus making big money. Let's be happy versus having big money. And I know a lot of people say, well, that big money makes me happy. Well, does it really? Or doing something that's fulfilling make you happy? I think it's fulfilling that makes you happy. Nisha, what's my plans for today? You know, I don't know. I woke up this morning and decided to come out and see everybody. Today's Tuesday. I already did some computer work. I don't really know. Maybe I'll work, laundry. I'm gonna work on laundry today. Nisha, if you want, you can come over and help me with laundry. I need to do laundry. Other than that, I really don't know, to be honest. You know, when you don't have a job and it's cold and rainy out, I can't go fishing. So I don't know, man. Henry says hot and rainy. Well, I wish it was hot here. Man, I'm getting excited about Alabama. We're gonna go in April. I wish you guys, we're gonna take you all with us, you know. Oh, I enjoy the country life. We are not country people, I will admit. Lorelai always says, oh, we should get a little farm. And I'm like, you and I aren't farm people. You know, you're going to get bored. Now, we'd like to have a yard that's a little bit out in the country or a little bit outside of the city where we can, you know, garden and do all of that stuff. So we're definitely, you know, but, you know, we don't want to drive an hour to get to a Walmart if we don't have to. So we've looked at a lot of places out in the country that are beautiful homes on like 10 acres, but you got to drive an hour to get anywhere. And we're just not those people. Plus, if Lorelai's working, she doesn't like to drive very far, so she likes to be closer to work. And I gotta admit, as long as I'm close to fishing, I'm okay. Good fishing. So, yep, sure. Can you pick me up? Absolutely. Be there in 10. Be there in 10. I would love to help. Well, I'd be happy to have somebody do laundry. I have a thing. I do the laundry in the house 99% of the time. And the only reason I hate the laundry is because I don't have a very good laundry room. My dream is to have a laundry room that has a workstation in it, a table for folding and sorting, plenty of hanging room, and another sink. That's my dream. You know, if I got to do the laundry, I just want a good laundry room that makes it easy to do laundry in. Please, somebody help me buy a beach house so I can have a nice laundry room, you know? Timmy says, my passion isn't farming, it's writing. Yes, and that's my job right now, farming because I'm raising livestock and planting veggies, which I'm enjoying a lot. See, we like that. We love to grow vegetables, but I like to grow flowers. I'm a big flower guy, and as long as Lorelai doesn't touch my plants, I mean, she's very good at growing plants, but I don't want her messing with my plants, and I won't mess with hers. So we have kind of like a treaty. You know, those are your plants, and these are my plants. I will do my plants my way. You do your plants your way. But our dream is to have a big area that we can grow a lot of vegetables, and maybe even get away with raising a few chickens a year. But, you know, but we are not, you know, large animal people at all. Plus, we have our dogs. Oh my goodness. I do it too on holidays. Yes, the same. Nisha says she enjoys that. But yes, Timmy says, true, Henry. I don't patience for that. The only noise I can tolerate is nature noise. I have no talent for busy streets in Congo. Did I miss something? Oh, Henry here. I just like the peace and quiet of being out in the country. Now that I agree with, and that I agree with. That's one of the things that stressed out my PTSD in the Philippines was the chaos. I can't do that, and I don't want to do that. I really don't. But I also don't want to be so far out in the world that I can't get somewhere when I need to get somewhere. But we definitely want more elbow room between us and the neighbors. So if we could ever find a place that has an half acre, an acre, we'd be really happy or better. Yeah. Yep, there's too much stress living in the city. Too much drama, too much stress. We have you know, and one thing we're committed to is never living in an HOA again. And now ours isn't horrible. It's really cheap because it really doesn't do anything, so we're getting ripped off anyway. And we do have some Karens in the neighborhood, but over the last couple of years, it hasn't been so bad. But I hate HOAs and POAs. And if you don't know what those are, HOA is a homeowners association. POA is a property owners association. And they're a collective group that's supposed to look out for the neighborhood to make sure it stays up to standards that we pay into every month. Some of them also will have like swimming pools and tennis courts and amenities that you pay extra for. But you also get a lot of people that stick their nose in your business. It's kind of like the pastime in America. We call them Karens and Darrens. And neighborhoods are horrible for that. So I agree. I would like to have more space because I don't bitch about my neighbors. My place here in the Philippines is not too close, but not too far from the city. That's what you want. That's exactly what Nisha says. I love that we live far from the city. Yeah, you know, what I like is to live close to a small city. I really do. I mean, I know we're looking at Mobile, Alabama, which is a big city, not a gigantic city by any American standards. But we're looking across the bay from Mobile, the big city, into the smaller cities that we like. We like some of the smaller cities. And so maybe they do have a Walmart and some restaurants, but everybody kind of lives out a little bit. So I like smaller cities so that you can still go and do what you need to do if you need to get gas. You don't got to worry about running out to get to the gas station. If you need groceries, you can get groceries. Then of course, if there's bigger cities, maybe another 10 or 15 miles. That's what I like. I like living where you can get to everything you need in a normal little city. Then there's bigger cities not that far away so that you can get into really good doctors. You can go to really cool movie theaters or go take on really cool community events if you want to, things of that. That's kind of our thing. Maybe it was suburban living, I don't know. All those noises could never handle it. Yeah, it's chaos. It's chaos. And for us, one thing we've learned with our dogs don't like it either. Our dogs don't like it either. And that's because they haven't been raised around the chaos. So every noise drives them crazy. But that's our plan. Our plan is to go live in southern Alabama. We're going to go in April. We're going to take you guys with us. We're going to do some fishing. We're going to do some sightseeing. We're going to go see a bunch of little towns. We're going to do some road trips. I'm going to try to do some live streams and make some videos. So, what? No hour drive to the store? Yeah. Yeah, I don't have to drive an hour to the store. Lorelai showed me something in Alabama one time, and Georgia too. She's like, oh man, look at this house. It has like 5,000 or 4,000 square feet. It has 4 acres of land. Oh my God, and it's only like 200 grand. I'm like, oh really? Well, let's look at it. I pull it up and it's out like 10 miles, 20 miles from the nearest Dollar General. I'm like, you know how far out in the mountains that is? So, yes, I love laid back places. Not total fan of 2 places full of advanced technology. The only advanced that I want is healthcare services facilities. Yeah, I just like everything kind of close. What I really like is having opportunities and options. Maybe options is a better word. So what we would like, if don't mind his book, but if this is like 100 miles, and you got like a beach resort town here and a tourist town here and a big city over here and all that, we kind of want to live where we can go to any and all of these different places when we want to. That's what we like. So if I want to truly go to a big city where they got skyscrapers, I'm 2 or 3 hours from it. But if I want to go to a beach town or fishing or anything, if everything's within an hour, 30 minutes to an hour, I think that's okay, except for groceries. I want to live at least 30 minutes, no more than 30 minutes to get to a Walmart. And he said, gotta be right back. All right. So that's kind of where we're at. We don't, we're not rich enough to live in a beach town because nobody will buy me a beach house. Sorry. Internet, I don't know what your problem is. I'm only asking for a house on the water. Other people ask for all kinds of things like, new hats and new tropical shirts, but all I want is a house. But so we kind of like to live where if you go north, you get to go over here. If you go south, you go over here. If you go west, you get to this. You go east, you run into this community or this town. I think that's fun. We like to go on cruises. We like to travel. So we also like to live fairly close to a major airport that we can drive to and park a car or have somebody drop us off to. A cruise ship port would be really good for us because then if we get a free weekend, we could book a quick cruise on a cruise ship and then get to the port and head out. My place is 45 minutes away from the city via public transportation. That's not bad. Plus, if we use private transportation, it's less than 30 minutes. Yeah. And that's what I mean, Timmy. 45 minutes in the Philippines to get to town is not a big deal on public transportation. That's pretty good. We've taken public transportation in the Philippines and private, and, it would take us hours just to get out of the damn city. Nisha said, yep, sounds great. Yeah, so that's kind of what we like because, to be honest, we like to be entertained. Lorelai and I both. We do like, I don't like to be entertained as much because I'm old and Lorelai's young and spry and I'm old and whatever, the opposite word of spry is. So I'm a little bit more of a homebody. As long as I can get to go fishing, then I'm all right. But Lorelai does like to get out and about and do things and see things, and I do it because she likes it. But I'm perfectly happy not doing that too often. Lorelai is still in bed. Can you believe that? I know it's 9:30 a.m. here. Man, how dare she sleep this late? Now remember, she got off work at midnight. Then she stayed up playing on her phone for a couple of hours. So she got to bed kind of late. So she won't. She will wake up about 1 or 1:30 is usually when she gets up. So Crystal Lynn, Don, Day Chef, hello, good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Haven't seen you in a while. I hope things are going well for you in your part of the world. Thank you for coming in, and thank you for the thumbs uppins. We appreciate that because we need all the love and support we can get to Guy. All we're trying to do is buy a beach house or get somebody to give us one. So we need all the love and support we can get. So yeah, that's kind of our thing. But I do like to get out once in a while. We do like to go to parks. We don't mind. We like going to zoos. I'm not big on people. I hate crowds. So I'm very conscious of that. And so, I don't go to concerts and things because of the crowds and the loud noises. But I do like to go out and from time to time. But we do like to go to the movies. We think going to the movies is fun. And of course, everybody likes to go shopping. And so sometimes it's good to go shopping and look around. But with Nisha, thank you for saying hello to Crystal. Everybody say hello to Crystal Lynn. She's got a YouTube channel too. If anybody wants to subscribe to her, please do. Henry is back. Crystal Lynn, I hope things are going well for you. But I don't know, big crowds I don't like. People, it's just one of those things. Some of my favorite shows, well, this is probably going to disappoint you, make you sad or think I'm a crazy loon. But I like TV shows where they kill people. Yeah. No. Some of my favorite shows are Dexter. It's about a serial killer, if you didn't know. But I'm also really big into history and things like Skinwalker Ranch, Curse of Oak Island, documentaries I really like. But I do like a good serial killer or murder mystery type TV. I'm not really big on comedies. Comedies kind of bore me. Maybe I don't get the humor. Maybe I'm one of these people that don't have a good sense of humor because I don't find a lot of things funny. I really don't. I don't find things funny. I'm not a very, I don't know. I hate bathroom humor. I think it's stupid and immature. So I don't know. I'm kind of a weird guy. But those are the type of things I kind of like. Yeah, Criminal Minds plays on the TV a lot. I've watched it so much I don't even listen to it. I just keep it running in the background. Along with like NCIS, CSI Miami, all of those, I keep those on the TV. One, they're just reruns and they're free, so that's a good thing. So, does anybody have a favorite television show that I should know about? But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. Yeah, Baby's Day Out, that's more of a comedy. Yeah, I haven't seen that one either. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? I probably saw that in the 80s. Was that right? But I don't know for sure. That one, I don't know. Maybe I've seen that one. But we love going to zoos and parks, aquariums. You guys like to go to aquariums? Who likes aquariums? We love aquariums. We got to keep Lorelai from trying to take the fish out of the aquarium to eat and take home. I had to tell her, say, no, we can't steal that fish out of that aquarium. That's why I have the great big walls and not let you in there. So, filmed in '88. Okay. I think it was one of the first crossovers between anime and a real movie, if I remember right. But yeah, what do you guys like to do in your spare time? I mean, when you have spare time. when you're not busy taking care of the world. Timmy, what do you do? I know you enjoy writing, but if you got if Raccoon said, "Today's your day, baby," what do you want to do? What is it that you would choose to do? Same thing with you, Henry. Nisha, if somebody said, "Today is your day," what is it that you would like to do? What is it that you would do? Crystal, how about you? If somebody came up and said, "Crystal, today's your day. Whatever you want to do, we're going to do." Henry says, "I can't stand crime shows. They're all the same to me." They are. And that's why I watch them, because they're all the same. I don't have to pay any attention. I know what's going to happen. I know what happened. I don't have to, pay any attention. So, Timmy says, "I like climbing mountains." Nice. So you're a hiker. You're going to love America. Holy crap and butt farts. You would really like America then, because Americans hike, and we got places that would blow your mind. Crystalline says, "I go to school in my free time and I volunteer." Nice. Good. So you're somebody that says, the day is yours. What did you like? You go volunteer at school. Great. Tisha says, "I don't know. Too much to take." I don't know. I mean, I know you're young, but, I know you're not probably a big shopper. I get that vibe, but, is there somebody that you would hang out with? If you got it in the world, let's say that. If somebody says, "All right, today's your day, Nisha, you can go and hang out with anybody you want in the entire world," who would that be? Traveling is what I enjoy. Yeah, we love to travel. We do. And this is kind of where I was going with this earlier, is part of my problem is with the crowds and the people is I can't walk very far due to the bad legs and ankle, and I have the heart failure, but the legs have gotten so bad over the years, I can't go hiking very far. So the mobility scooter comes in for me. And if I gotta always worry about people in my way and or the environment, it really stresses me out. So that's partly why I don't like to go to busy, crazy places, because I got to use a mobility scooter. And yeah, I need another one because mine's really bad. And I haven't got around to buying one yet. So one that's more suitable for the outdoors. But that's part of my hesitation in doing things, is knowing that I'm not very mobile. And that sucks. Lorelei, for sure. Remember, her birthday's coming up, Nisha, in the next 2 weeks. Can't tell you how old she is or when it is, because that's her rules. So if you want to go to her blog and start wishing her a happy birthday, she'll probably get a kick out that people start doing that when she thinks nobody knows that it's her birthday coming up in the next 2 weeks. So, Crystal says, "For me, it would be God." Okay, all right. That's a good one. So here's an interesting question for you, Crystal Lynn. If you got to spend the day with God, is there anything in particular you would ask? I was looking for gold in creeks and small rivers. Yeah, I like to metal detect. I don't mind that. I like beach combing and metal detecting. Now, I used to do it in stuff like what you're talking about, Henry, when my ankles were better. So I got to be really careful about that. But yeah, I like metal detecting. And I plan on buying another. I sold the one I had when I moved to the Philippines. So, but I'm going to buy a better one now that I've learned about metal detectors since owning one. I personally want to buy. I'll spend a little bit more money. I would love to meet her and go out with her. Yeah, you'd have fun with her. She'll probably drag you shopping, because she doesn't have a shopping buddy. She thinks I'm her shopping buddy. And I think women need to understand that men don't want to be their shopping buddies. I keep trying to find her a shopping buddy, but she doesn't like shopping with very many people. She's not a big spender, and she's definitely a good bargain hunter, but I just don't like going. I love to just hang out. All right, birthday date. Yes, there you go. I would ask him, what was he thinking when he built some things. Okay. Yeah. A shopping buddy. Yeah. Just somebody to go run around with. And she doesn't spend a lot of money shopping, but she likes me going, and I hate it. I don't want to go look at girl clothes or purses or shoes. I could really give a crap. I don't want to do it. I sit there in those stores on my mobility scooter because I can't walk through the mall that far, right? So I sit there like this, watching her look at 10,000 pairs of shoes or purses or shirts or blouses. And I know people walk by me going, oh, that poor man. That woman just drags him everywhere. I would ask him what he was, where we go, shopping money, yes. It's coming up, Lorelai will tell you, Nisha, she doesn't mind telling, but she'll tell you privately. Lorelai has a thing about publicly announcing her date. She doesn't believe in announcing birth dates because she's afraid people will steal your identity. But she will tell you. She will. She has no problem with telling you. But her birthday's coming up in the next 2 weeks. All I can say is her birthday's in the next 2 weeks. And I can't tell you how old she is. So, but it's close. We're going to go out and celebrate it this weekend with 2 other friends that have birthdays right about the same time within the 2-week time frame. So we're just going to go have dinner with some friends and do nothing exciting. Very boring. That's the thing I don't like either, shopping. That's what's stressful for me. If I go to shop, I go directly to the place where I can get what I need and go straight home. Yes. And here's part of what I think is funny. All of you wonderful people who's joining me this morning, thank you all for the thumbs up for everybody. Subscribing to the channel if you've done that. Remember, if you have a YouTube channel and you're blue, you can drop your link if you wish. Lorelai likes me to go shopping with her because she's like, well, I want your opinion about these boots or these blouses. I don't know. She wants my opinion about what she buys. No, she doesn't. She doesn't want my opinion because she doesn't buy what I think she should buy. She buys something else. So I know she doesn't want my opinion. So I just go, yeah, that's fine. It looks good to me. If you like it, that's fine. Yeah. Because you can tell when she's like, well, should I buy this? I don't know. Should I? So if she says, this one is strange. So if she uses a slightly negative word to describe something, then I know she doesn't like it. If she uses a slightly positive word to describe something, then I know she wants to buy it. So whenever she does that, I just say, oh, yeah, that's the good one. Just buy it because I don't care. You sound like me. I get what I need and get out. That's what I do. I get what I need and get out. Stores are not playtime. Going to Walmart is not a play date. It's not. It's, get in, get what you need, and get out as fast as you can without being chastised or harassed. Yeah, Amnesia, ask her. She'll tell you. She'll tell you. You forgot, yes, women will never buy your joy. That's correct. So I don't offer it. I do sometimes just to aggravate her. I'll find something really ugly and that looks like an old 90-year-old woman would wear. I go, well, what about this one? This one would look good on you. See, that's my attempt to get her to say, I shouldn't take you shopping anymore because you pick out some of the ugliest stuff. And I would go, oh, well, that hurts my feelings, but I understand. I'll stay home next time, So I do have a plan. It hasn't worked yet, but I do have a plan in action. But what are we going to do, right? I know you girls like the men's opinion, but you really don't want our opinion. Maybe you just want the approval. And Lorelai doesn't like the fact that I'm very pragmatic. So it's kind of like we're really good at finding clearance stuff. And I know a lot of things you could flip and sell. But if Lorelai, I don't know, it's kind of like I'm one of these weird people that, and I do this with everything, not just her stuff, but my stuff. If I see this and go, oh, maybe I should buy this, the first thing I do is go, well, what am I going to use it for? Do I have a use for it? If not, just because it's really cheap doesn't mean I'm going to buy it. So I'm really big on going, I need to have a use for this. So I ask her all the time, and she gets mad because she thinks I'm challenging her. Because I go, well, what are you going to use it for? She takes it as, what are you going to use that for? Don't you dare buy that. I'm like, what is this? You know, the question is more, well, what is that? Is that a blouse? Is it a pair of pants? Is it I don't know what that piece of clothes is. So what are you going to use it for? Do you use it to go hiking in? Do you use it to go dancing in? What is it that you're going to use this for? You know, because to me, then it makes sense. Because then if you go, oh, well, it goes like this, and you do this with it, you're like, oh, well, yeah, you definitely should buy that. Because, so for a lot of guys, there's a lot of logic and reason behind what we do. Why do I buy this? Well, because I need to write with it. I'm going to write with it. You know, if I can't steal it from Walmart, like I probably did this pin, see, this one says Walmart. That probably means I stole it from a cashier at Walmart. But I'm going to buy it because I'm going to use it. I'm going to write with it. So, yes, you want your opinion, but don't want to work on it. Yes, yes. So, that's one thing that I think is interesting is from the men's perspective, it's kind of like we're going to apply some analysis to it and go, well, what is this? What are we going to do with it? And but, you know, because look, one thing you girls and Timmy and everybody, when you come to America and all of the people in here, look, understand, men, as smart as we are, and yes, I know, all of us men are extremely handsome. We're extremely brilliant and intelligent, and we have a vast, great mind. I get that. But a lot of times we don't have a clue about what's going on in your brain. So I have no clue what you're talking about half the time. Yeah, okay, but I don't know what that is because I didn't grow up wearing women's clothes, so I don't know what that is. I don't know why you would use it. You know, I don't. Now, you may ask, well, why do you have so many? Why do you buy tropical shirts? Well, why do I buy so many hats? Because I wear them. I can explain. Well, look, why I like tropical shirts is X, Y, and Z. I buy hats to color coordinate to my shirts because I like to wear hats because it makes me look taller, no, handsome, smart, intelligent. So we can articulate reasons for why we do things. Yes, you want your opinion, but don't want to work. Yes, Nisha's laughing at us. So that's kind of the logic behind this is we don't know what the women's stuff is. We don't know. And to be honest, we usually don't care. And I know for Lorelai, and she still does it, which I can appreciate, but it's just not necessary. When Lorelai first came to America, she always asked me, oh, can I buy this? Can I buy this? Can I buy that? Can I do this? I mean, you don't have to ask permission to buy things. She's like, well, but, you know, you're the breadwinner, you're the husband, you're the whatever. So I get the cultural going, hey, I want to make sure this is okay with you, but from an American standpoint, you don't need to ask. If you want to buy something, just buy it. We're not hung up on needing permission, you needing our permission to buy something. I bought Raccoon a few pieces of t-shirts and sendos for him to wear for the Philippine weather. Very nice, very thoughtful. He said, I don't know his size, but I bought a bigger size for him. But when he gets here, it will fit him perfectly. Excellent. Yeah, women are smart enough to figure that out. Look, you know, you guys are, you know, and he will appreciate it anyway, trust me. So just don't get him a man bag. You know, Lorelai kept trying to buy me one of those Manny purses. You know, I don't want no Manny purse. I don't need that. I'm not a half guy, half girl. I'm a guy. I don't need a Manny bag. You know, I have a fishing tackle bag when I go fishing. It's all I need. So Lorelai gets it. You know, she knows I like tropical shirts. She knows like what type of tropical shirts. She knows what size I wear. So women get all of this. We don't. We don't know your sizes because one day you say you're this size, another day you say that size. We know that clothes from Indonesia is different than clothes from India, from clothes from the Philippines, from clothes to America. You know, we don't have a clue what's going to fit you. And what we want you to wear is something you're probably not going to want to wear in public. We want our women folk to be hot and sexy and beautiful. You guys, and I know women do too, but you guys are a little bit more pragmatic and senses. And then, I don't know. We went to a shopping mall. He bought 2 pieces of short pants. We argued because I said it won't fit him. The short size is too small for him. He said his size, he knows it fits him. Well, did you do the old, you got to teach him this. I don't have any shorts in here or anything. You got to teach him the neck size thing. Remember, if you take a pair of shorts, right, and you open them up, and this is true, and if you can wrap it around your neck, right, and have a little bit of breathing room. So you take the shorts, you wrap them around your neck, and if you got a little bit of breathing room, then those shorts will fit you, all right? That's how you pick pants and shorts. But by the time he wears it, it don't fit. I burst like, yeah, men don't know. Men think we know. We do. We think we know. Or we think we're confused. Because we think we're 20 years old and that we're still a stud muffin and we only weigh this. But what men don't know as they get older is maybe they weigh the same as they did when they were 30, right? So men may weigh 180 pounds at 30, and now when they're 55 or 60, they weigh 180 pounds. The problem is the fat has shifted, and so even though we weigh the same, our body design is no longer the same. But men think it is, but it's not. So, Nisha's laughing with you, Timmy. So, that's the thing. But you can't teach us anything. But just do the neck thing. Works perfectly every time. I do it all the time. Lorelai taught me that, and it works. And so you can wrap a pair of pants or shorts around your neck, the waist of it, and if it goes all the way around your neck with a little bit of breathing room, you know that it's going to fit you. And if it's truly too big around your neck, it's going to be too big for you to wear. Real simple, and it works. But what you have to do, Timmy, and this is what Lorelai does, and is what all you girls need to do, is take the initiative, and even though we're going to argue with you and disagree with you, just do what's right. Because we're going to tell you, no, we're 38. No, you're really 42. No, we're 38. No, you're 42. No, we're 38. And say, all right, well, okay, you're 38. And then just go buy them at the 42. That's what you got to do. Just buy what's right, Timmy. I have no idea what size to wear. I just try them on until something fits. Yeah, but Henry, what I'm saying is you don't have to try things on anymore. You just take it and wrap it around your neck, and if it goes all the way around your neck, you know they fit you. So you don't have to keep putting them on and taking them off, putting them and taking them off. You can just literally wrap anything or any short or pants around your neck and go, yeah. And if it's too big, it's too big. If it's too tight, then it's not going to fit you. You can do it everywhere. I do it all the time when we go shopping. We love clearance sales, and we got a lot of clothes on clearance. And I do it. Every piece of short I pick up, I wrap it around my neck. No. So, real true way, Henry. It's very non-invasive. What he doesn't realize is we bought here in the Philippines, so the sizes were way smaller. Depends on Filipino sizes. And for the American, they need to buy extra size to fit. I agree. And he should know better because all of us expats on the internet have been telling everybody that for years. And he didn't pay attention to me, so I know he's heard this. So I want you to tell him his bad because he knows better. All right? Tell him he knows better. Because we've all talked about the fact that you got to buy 2 sizes larger of Filipino clothes in the Philippines because they won't fit an American. We all know this. It's kind of like one of the trips we went there, I got a good friend who really wanted a traditional barong, not a wedding barong, but a traditional beautiful barong. And he's a bigger guy and he's a very stout old man. And what we wound up having to do is buy the largest one that we could find, and it fits him beautifully. But he told me, no, I'm a large. I'm like, yeah, well, you're a large, but you're not a large in the Philippines. So we got the largest one we could find at the store that was beautiful and rose color, and gave it to him as a gift. And it fits him great. He wears it when he preaches sometimes. But he realizes it's later anyway. He learned by experience. Yes, I know. See, that's the problem. And all you girls don't realize, the problem is men have to learn by doing. You can't tell us anything. We have to learn by doing. And that's okay. And that's why you just cut out the middleman and make us learn by doing. You girls will have less stress in life if you just immediately go, well, I know he's not going to listen to me. So, okay, I'll just let you learn by doing. Oh, yes, the knife is sharp. Because this is what we do. Somebody says, oh, here's the knife. Be careful, it's sharp. We go, oh, is it? That's what we do. We test it. No, is it? And then all of a sudden we're bleeding and we're, oh, well, I guess it was sharp. Oh yeah, he's just not that big of a person. He looks big because his triple layer of clothing of the weather here. Yeah. I agree with you totally. But still, men aren't as smart as we think we are when it comes to simple things. Now, we're good at other things and figuring out problems and dealing with issues, but just understand that. It's easier for you just to do it and not try to explain it to them. Because that's what I tell Lorelai, I said, look, just whatever, I don't care, just do it. But the big thing about her shopping, and I'm like, oh, and it's not trying to be offensive, but it's like, well, I don't really care what you buy. And maybe women take it as going, you don't care? Oh my God, that's so horrible of you. Like, no, you don't understand. I don't care what you buy because it's just something you're going to buy. It's okay. When we say we don't care, it doesn't mean that we don't care. We just don't care about that particular item. It's not that we don't care about you. We just don't care about that particular item over there, Yes, when it comes to clothes and size, and food, because you'll quickly learn what men like and don't like, and we'll argue with you. No, I don't like that. Well, yeah, I like that. No, yeah, and you'll quickly figure out. Now, Lorelai does it. I'm like, well, yeah, come on. Same thing with everything else. You women pick up on us men way better than men pick up on women. We really do. We have a whole different way of seeing things, and that's okay, right? That's okay. I think it's a good thing. A little spice of life. But yeah, we all want the women folk to be happy. We want to be happy. And our happiness is a little different than yours because you girls are from Venus and men are from Mars, I think. So we have different perspectives for sure. And I know Henry can attest to this. So if we don't like being, one thing I'll encourage women to understand is, what is it that we like to do? Most men don't like, after doing it, we like doing things we've never experienced. So if I'm new to the Philippines, everybody, or I'm new to India or Canada, I'm going to be very curious about what goes on, the stores, the shopping, the food, the restaurant. Very curious. But after I figure that out, I probably don't want to go anymore. Not to the Philippines, but to the mall. We don't want to go to the mall every day and hang out. We find it boring, repetitive, because we're seeing the same thing over and over. But the weird thing is this, with men may not want to go to the mall and see the same thing over and over and over and over again, but we're pretty happy to eat the same thing over and over and over and over again. So, and we're very happy to wear the same clothes over and over and over and over again. It's Lorelai tells me all the time, "Oh my God, you got to change your shirt." And I'm like, "Well, why?" And she's like, "Well, didn't you just wear that?" I'm like, "Well, one, I have a couple hundred tropical shirts. So how do you know I just wore it?" But it's like this winter, I like when it's cold out, I like to wear sweatshirts so that I'm warm. What this winter, she's like, "Man, the blue one. I have this particular blue one." She's like, "You need to not wear that anymore. You've been wearing it too much." I'm like, "Well, what you don't understand is I got 3 blue ones and I rotate them because I like the color blue and I like this particular sweatshirt, so I bought 3 of them." So I just, Nisha's bye. Enjoy the conversation. Thank you, Nisha. But I need to go because I'm a little late. Take care, everybody. All right, Nisha. We appreciate you. And take care and enjoy your day, Nisha. Thank you, Henry, for saying goodbye to Nisha. Enjoy. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. So that's just part of what you have to understand about men. We are pretty simple. But yeah, I got 3 of them. I'm like, I wasn't wearing this particular one yesterday. She's like, "Well, you've been on the live stream, and every live stream you wear the same sweatshirt." I'm like, "Well, it's not technically the same." So people are going to think we can't afford you to buy a new shirt. People are going to think we're poor. I'm like, "Well, we are poor compared to a lot of people. That's why I got eBay for a beach house, But I have 3 of these, So it's like, well, I don't care. People are going to think that you never wash your clothes. I'm like, "Well, we're men. Do we really need to wash them?" And a lot of women don't understand is if it's warm outside, if it's hot, a lot of times we will wear a shirt, like maybe this one, just save this. So I put this shirt on this morning so I can come on and do my live stream so that I look kind of cool. Well, here in a few minutes when I'm done, I'm going to take the shirt off and hang it back up. I'm not going to wear it all day. Why would I wear this shirt all day in the house? That's silly. So I have a t-shirt that I wear all day in the house. I'm not going to wear this shirt all day in the house. I'll hang it back up. Well, a lot of times the women folk think, "Hey, if you wore that shirt for 10 minutes, you need to wash it." Well, no, it's perfectly fine. Just hang it back up. Now, I'll tell you a funny one. Lorelai has a big closet and a lot of clothes. And one thing, eBay is way too expensive now. I haven't been on eBay in a while. I haven't sold anything or bought anything off eBay in a while. But, Henry, I've had to tell Lorelai, I said, "Look, when you go into your closet and you're looking for which blouse or shirt you're going to wear or pair of pants you're going to wear, when you take them off the hanger and you go, 'Oh yeah, maybe I'll wear this,' then you don't. Put it back on the hanger and hang it back up. Because otherwise you throw it in the dirty laundry basket in the closet and I have to rewash something that's already been washed that you just unhung and looked at for a couple of minutes and went, 'Oh, now that I've looked at it, I got to put it in.'" No, hang it back up because it makes me do more work. eBay. Who cares about what people say anyway? I know. Because for me, say what you want. You only have to find if I care because I don't. That's right. That's my perspective. Well, and I can understand Lorelai's. Henry, is there something particular you're trying to buy on eBay? Now you got me curious. What are you trying to buy on eBay? But look, I get Lorelai's perspective, and I think you would be your perspective too. You don't want people to think, and this is where Lorelai comes from. She doesn't want people to think as a wife she doesn't take care of me. And I get that. She doesn't want people to think, "Oh, I'm over here in America using my husband and I don't take care of him." Because when she first got here, she got called a gold digger and other crap. And Lorelai's not a gold digger. She works very hard and always has. She supported herself in the Philippines, lived on her own. But, she was accused of things. But it is also part of her nature and your nature to take care of us, right? To take care of the husbands or the boyfriends or whatever. And that's a good thing. That's why we like Filipino women. So I think from her perspective, she doesn't want people to think she's not a good wife, because she is a good wife, and I can understand that. I guess I want people to think I take good care of her, which I think I do by looking at her closet. No. So that's, it's kind of like your love language, I think, as somebody told me. People try to do that as showing how they show love. I show love by, I guess, maybe trying to make sure she's financially secure. Oh, that's a wife thing. Hang the clothes back, and I'll put it in the washer, wash anyway, without asking. Yeah, but it's too much work. I'm the one that does the laundry. Don't just, no, I'm the one that does the laundry. I don't do that. If I pull a shirt out from my closet, because I have a separate closet and another room far, far away from the master bedroom, so I got to walk all the way across this house to get to my clothes because somebody took the whole closet for herself. If I go in there and pull out this shirt and look at it and go, yeah, I put it back on the hanger and put it back in the closet. I don't throw it in the dirty laundry basket because I got to wash it. You will only know it was already washed the moment you wear it. Yes. So, a lot of work. And so I've had to say, look, let's not do this, Yeah, I was trying to get a dashboard for my truck, but everyone in eBay is trying to sell it for a ridiculous price for a piece of plastic. So there's like 3,000 to 4,000. Dang, is ridiculous. Oh man, that is. Have you looked at salvage yards? Have you looked at salvage yards? Have you also? Is there any forums or groups out there about your truck that maybe you can get it a lot cheaper because they're talking about, hey, I got this dash or this product, on these different forums for different vehicles. So that's kind of a common thing, and so you might try that versus doing eBay. You can do a nationwide search on salvage parts, and sometimes you can have them shipped to you and all of that stuff. Because I did that years ago on a Mustang we're missing something, and I did a nationwide search and found the part like in Oregon, and had it shipped to me. You like that, Timmy? So yeah, $4,000 you can just get a new truck. Oh my goodness. Well, maybe you can look at these guys that make custom dashes out of wood and get one of those, or think outside the box a little bit. I don't know. Things can be pricey these days. It's kind of crazy. It is. It's really crazy, but it's going to be all right. So, Timmy, did you have a great time when Raccoon was there? Were you happy that Raccoon? So, Raccoon's already been there, right? First question. Raccoon's already been there. Did you have a great time? Are you excited about the future? Those are some questions. Yeah, I've been looking everywhere for one. Nice. All right. Why do they want so much money? Is there something unique? I mean, is your dash only made in 1 year? Is there any Mopar websites or aftermarket parts like I think Churchfield does? Is that what it's called? Churchfield that does electronics and stuff. I know there's Mopar groups out there. If you're talking about your Dodge truck, right? So got salvage yards, right? It can't, be that many out there. I can't think. I don't know. Yep. It was a great time, and I'm looking forward on his next visit. It will be in the next few months. Good. I'm glad he's excited about coming back because he's a really good guy. And both of you are good people, and both of you deserve to be happy. And I think it's a good thing, and congratulations and all of that. And whether you guys stay in the Philippines or come to America, I hope you guys do that. I actually hope you come to America. Even if you guys wind up living in the Philippines again in the future, if that's his vibe and his thing. But I would encourage you to do, down the road, the K-1 visa and come to America and live in America. And to be honest, do this. Live in America for 3 years, get your dual citizenship, become American citizen, turn around and apply for your Philippine citizenship, just like Lorelai did. She's a dual citizen. Now, that's what you want to do, Timmy, to be honest. That's my best advice to you. Nope, it's just a normal dashboard. Well, that's crazy, man. Maybe you ought to look around and try to buy a whole truck. You know, maybe somebody has a whole truck you can buy for the same amount or less, Henry. Maybe that's the key, right? Buy the whole damn truck, and then you have all the parts you need. So, Timmy, that's my advice, to be honest, because I think having American citizenship is a strong benefit to Filipino women. I really do. So, all right, my friends. Well, it's about time for me to get off here. I need to go get some laundry done. I need to finish working on a couple of things on the internet that needs my attention. But other than that, I got to call back all these people that have been calling me this morning, find out what's going on and all of that good stuff. So we're going to jump off here. But Timmy, it's good to see you. Henry, everybody that came in and gave us a thumbs up, we appreciate that. And if anybody has any questions or problems for us, let us know. For me, I am happy here in the Philippines. Laid back life is way better than living and pay high taxes. We're not getting any younger. We don't need that rat race life. Just laid back and enjoy. But you can do that in America. You know, you can do that in America, to be honest. You can have a very laid back lifestyle in America. All I'm saying is there's some great benefits to having an American citizenship. But you can truly have a life however you choose it in America. That's the good thing. If you want a country life, you can do that. If you want it to be high stress, you can do that. It's really and truly up to you. But I understand what you're talking about. So, all right, everybody, we appreciate y'all. Take care, stay warm or stay cool, stay dry or whatever. And we will see you guys later on. Take care.